Howdy ho, everybody. We are back tonight on the Valley of the Old Farm. Mostly because the website, the web page, server said it was 7 degrees Celsius. Up there in the corner it says it's 6 degrees Celsius, but it's close enough. We're just going to go ahead and plant. And it's daylight still. Probably won't be daylight by the time we're done the stream, but figured if we have an opportunity to stream the map when it's daylight, given the fact that we're running around 2.2 speed, I thought, what the hey, let's go ahead and do it. But before we go too far, just show you all Rubber Burner's new farm. He joined the map recently, and his farm is down here, kind of buried down in the woods. Thought I'd show you guys. I had given him grief for putting his farm down here. Given the fact that I own the Sawmill, I had given him grief related to that. How many trees did he did he cut down to put his farm in? So that's profit lost to the Sawmill. He claims that no trees were cut down, trees were only relocated. Okay. I think he's doing a root crop business, where he's just going to be growing root crops. Make much sense why he's got a mower and a windrower. Baler though, but okay. His farms, he just keeps going back here and back here. Hey Ed, hey Aaron, hey Genetic J, hey Rob, and Golden Foxy Exec. What's up? Put himself a silo in here. Not a bad little edit here to give himself an area. Got himself some junk around here. I knew where to come to get seed. Why is he using those seeds? Those seeds are going to be expensive. He needs to be using the bags. And there's his truck in his house. And then he basically back ends to DoughBoy's farm, which is just through the woods there. Hey, Cooper Edwards. I'll just truncate your name there. It's rather long. He's up here planting potatoes. It's rather interesting. This tractor is belching out gas, but she's not going anywhere. She's kind of sliding. Wonder if we stayed here long enough, if the tractor would slide downhill. Hey, there's Dirty Tractor Doctor. I had a question for you. So I've been trying to do your DEM stuff, and I'm getting hung up. Oh, thanks for watching my videos. Hope obviously you enjoy them. Otherwise, you wouldn't watch them all the time. Well, at any rate, Dirty Tractor Doctor. I don't seem to have any issue with the first couple, but when I throw the file into that I've taken in Excel and removed the columns that are unneeded, saved it back out. Then when I put the file into QGIS, as you call it, and run the nearest neighbor, I think that's the one you want done. The resulting image I get is basically flat. It doesn't have any of the undulations that I know are in the terrain. And if I look at the text file, clearly the altitude numbers vary, fairly significantly all over the place. So I'm not really sure why it's basically flattening everything down to near smooth. Looks like it might have just little bumps here and there, but nothing major. Oh, you're on the Valley of the Old Farm too? Well, we're running down here. We're going to put sunflowers into field 64. Field 64 is one of the fields that we own. Our farm. Yeah, sure. Sure, we'll do that. Just drop our cedar off here. So, we'll see my farm in a bit, because we'll obviously go back to that. I went in and I did the 5 zeros and a 5, like you did. I don't really know what's going on. I don't have any spray paint. Oh, yeah, I should have enough points. I mean, I don't know how many I would need. It's several thousand. Can't really look like now, but it was several thousand. We're going to head up here to we'll come over here to the cow farm, which is James's farm. Yeah, I don't know how many dots I've got. In Excel, only wanted to show like 15,000 in some rows, and then it gave up, I guess. Maybe we can hook up and I can do a screen share or something. We're coming up to James's farm, which is over here by the cow area. Everybody's got their own board, their own farm marker. So the sheep have been relocated. I think the sheep are typically over here, but they've been relocated. So we've got James's farm down here. He's running the cows. I don't know how many edits have been made to this farm down here. Alright. Needs to come in and do a little cleanup. But suspect this area back here has been changed fairly significantly. Because the sheep have been relocated. Most people are using these, I think everybody's using these farm tech silos. I think this is supposed to be like the sheep area back here. Everybody's using the farm tech silos to store their grain, to keep everything independent. separated. That's James's area. Now we'll head down the street to the pig farm. And actually, guys, DoughBoy is kind of in flux. We set the map. The map's been set to 2.5 speed, and that's the hope. That's where the server will stay as far as speed goes. It's really 2.25, I think. So for every game day, or for every real life day, there's 2.25 game days that have gone by. And with DoughBoy's trucking job, he's away from the house about 5 out of the 7 days. So I think he typically goes on runs that are like 2.5 to 3 days a run. So that would be, if he was going for 3 days, that's almost 7 game days that goes by while he's out on the road. He doesn't have the ability at the moment to play on the road, so it really limits his ability to get things done. So he's actually basically said that he was going to basically bow out of the server because his job wasn't going to let him keep up. We're trying to encourage him to not do that and to just put jobs in the contracting position, or in the contracting pool, for us to help him out when he can't get things done. But he seems to feel that he's not going to be able to make any money if he does that. So DoughBoy's got the pig farm here. So this side of the map has obviously been edited to include his farmhouse, a nice farmhouse, and a couple buildings. And then the pig farm itself is over here. It's been modified a little bit, I think. Now we added the Tech Farm water trough filter, our water trough things in the last edit. Around here he's got his water tower, silo system, and then around back there's a bale storage and a pig food mixer. All this has been laid down with concrete. It's that. Let's go ahead on up here. I am actually their purveyor, or the owner of the hey Raznik. I'm actually the owner of the Sawmill. So I operate the Sawmill business on the map. So we've done some work down at the Sawmill to accommodate the Sawmill operating as a business and not just a sell point. Go down here and show you guys that. Basically the way it works is I put out contracts for folks to go into the woods. You'll see on the map the woods have been numbered. So put out contracts for folks to go into the woods, and we have a Google spreadsheet where keep track of the contracts, and I've got a tab for the forestry stuff. So I'm paying a farmer $20,000 to go and cut down 10 trees that have been marked with the red X. They use our autoload trailers there. I've got a stump grinder for them to use. And when they cut the trees down, they're supposed to cut them to a specific length and deliver them around here to this area here against these logs, against these posts. Okay? And once they drop them off here, they mark in the spreadsheet that the job's done. I come in, I basically pick the logs up, and I do whatever I want with them. If I want to make them into wood chips. I got a chipper over there. If I want to just sell them as logs, I can just bring them over here and I just sell them. And the way it works out is, even though I'm paying folks about $20,000, I'm still earning about $15,000 a contract. And all I need to do is basically sell the logs. So it's pretty good money. Then once a contract's up, I'll go around and mark some more trees and put another contract out. Let's go up here and we'll check out Roy's farm. This farm is up here, right by this logger house sell point. At least that's where Roy's farm used to be. He may have moved it. Yep. All right. Roy and Webb have changed farm positions. There's Webb's farm. And he's just getting started, so I don't know if he's got much equipment here. He's newly added to the server. Actually, last winter he was added to the server. Doesn't look like he's got too much stuff going on here. But, this is his farm. Not a lot going on there. And then Roy actually took over the BGA operation. So Roy's farm is up here at the BGA. So the BGA used to be owned by the bank. Hey, Chad. So the BGA used to be owned by the bank, and the bank would just put out contracts to do all the work. But now Roy runs the BGA here, and he's going to do work. He's going to do some of the BGA work himself, and other work he's going to still put out contracts for. See, this has been reworked a bit. One bunker is still there. A couple bunkers have been removed. Storage buildings have been put in. So what Roy said is basically once he gets through a harvest, then the digestate that's going to be here, he's going to sell back to the farmers for the purpose of fertilizing. Let's head on down this way. I think the last farm we need to pull up is the sheep farm, which is down here just south of Field 88. That will conclude the tour of the farms. Well, he's putting in all grass. So gone is the corn chaffing, I think, and he's going to go for grass. Probably because he's planning on getting multiple cuts a year to get the BGA operational sooner. Now, of course, the first year there's going to be a delay in getting the grass cut, because the grass has to go through all of its cycles. Here is the sheep farm. And Sean has the sheep farm. Sean the sheep. And glance, as you can see, he's got 437 sheep here. This area was completely redone, I think. So clearly, with the sheep focus, he's got hay equipment, stuff to plant grass with, hay barn, silo for, I guess, random crops to earn money with, another bale shed. That's not near as many sheep as I got. Got 875 right now. Looks like his Lily robot has kind of stopped working. And that's the sheep farm. Head on back and get the... welcome back, Cooper. Like I was saying the other stream, it seems like the AI farmers elected to put canola in every field that they had access to this winter or last winter. As we go by, you'll see how many fields have canola in them. It's a pretty significant portion. Yeah, they put the billboards up, you know, to help denote where everyone's farm was and kind of give everyone a little bit of unique flair to their area. Well, there is one more farm that I didn't get over to. Aiden's farm is up by mine. You can swing by that one here in a little bit. Alright, we're coming up here on... so, the little field here, field 65, the one that we're coming up to soon. We picked that one up in the last field auction. Figured if I own field 64 down here, I might as well buy 65. Because it was up for auction. And of course, it's got canola in it. But next year we'll double the crop. We'll put the same crop in both fields down here. Maybe field 61 will come up for auction and we'll buy that one too. Yeah, I saw that. Now, you know, I guess the sad thing, if there is a sad thing, is that the uh, the new version is not compatible with the old, from the standpoint of switching it out. So, you know, once we've started our gameplay with the old version here on the map, that's the one that we're going to have to pretty much stick to until we switch maps. Now, if you remember from last stream, if you were watching, we got the horse planter that has optional fertilization, and we bought it with the fertilization turned off, because this particular field is already at 3 stages. I wasn't thinking when I was fertilizing these fields, or this field, last fall, and I planted oilseed radish in this field with a seeder that had fertilization, which then took it to 3 stages. So then I had oilseed radish for no reason. So I cultivated the oilseed radish in earlier in the year. I pretty much cultivated it in for no reason at all because, well, because it already had 3 stages on it. So I bought this one where I could turn the fertilization off. So I didn't go and fertilize this field a 5th time. Then the plan is to, is after I get this field fertilized, plan is to go back to the farm, use the, oh, let's not roll it, let's roll it. Use the customization trigger there to enable the fertilization, because the rest of the fields do need a layer of fertilizer on them. Oh, let's go. Oh, no, I don't do tram lines. It's not, you know, tram lines are good, I guess, if you're doing first-person driving. But, I never put them down. I'll put a couple runs around here, and then I'm going to set up the old auto turn. Controlled traffic. You can understand what you're saying. I don't think I follow, Dirty Tractor. What you're meaning by controlled traffic? Nice sunset. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, like with you know, using proceed to put in tram lines, or not tram lines, but oh yeah, well no, they're not tram lines, whatever they are. For then when you come back through with a sprayer or a spreader or something. Of course, we've got MR enabled on the map, so areas like that are kind of on a slope, you know, we got a lot of side slip got to deal with. This cedar is going to make everything go a whole lot quicker now in spring than the 6-meter one that we had. As you can see, we got paid yesterday after, last night after the stream. I guess it was last night. Did go ahead and finish cultivating the other field over there. All of our fields are cultivated. Everything is ready for plant or for seeding now or planting. I was going to put in down our sunflower seeds fields tonight, and wait a couple of days and probably put in our corn here maybe on Monday. Depends on what time the server is in the evening. Yeah, I do enjoy the play on this map. I wasn't so gung-ho on the map when I did my map video, but you know, it's hard to get a real sense for the maps when you only spend upwards to an hour to an hour and a half on them when you are prepping for the videos and such. But when I got on here to do this server gameplay, really saw the beauty that was in the map. Double back here and get here where the cedar slipped down the hill. Hey Johnny, what's up? So we are starting our 3rd game year here on the map. And we're going to play for another full game year, so we're going to do 4 game years. That's the plan. And then we're going to shift to a different map. A few different maps have been batted around as ideas. With the most recent one is Lone Oak. To customize Lone Oak in such a way that it would facilitate 5 or 6 different farms. A couple other maps have been batted around also, like Oregon Springs. We were going to Springs before Lone Oak came out. Then Lone Oak came out. The big craze over that one kind of shifted our plans. So we still probably have a couple months before we get over to Lone Oak. Yeah, I saw your comment in Discord about surprised we were up to episode 50. I don't know if we're going to get to I don't know if we're going to get to 60 though. Series is winding down pretty quick. Yeah, it's exciting that with 19, a lot of this multiplayer style where we have our own farms, kind of do our own thing, and we can either play competitive or cooperative, is going to be kind of standard and built in. Why is that? Why do you have your head in the sand on the news? I totally agree, Johnny. That ferry, it's definitely something that is not a love that I'm going to lose. Hey, Haggard Farms, what's up? Thanks for coming back out. Oh, we got a bumpy area there. Okay. Yeah, we are, what are we? Maybe a little over 3.5 months out now. November 20th is, I guess, 3 months and 3 weeks, maybe. Around that time frame. They haven't shown us gameplay footage yet. But from the folks that were at FarmCon that did get to see some gameplay footage, we are apparently going to have our socks knocked off. Oh, you can't go rodeoing? Are you too busy with stuff? Well, that should be just about in time then for 19. Get that built. Oh, okay. That from a previous rodeo or just general day in, day out work? Yeah, live streaming or recording can definitely put a little bit more load on it than the gameplay, of course. Because it's not only we're not only playing the game, we are Busy doing the video encoding and transmitting and all that. Now I had a GTX 960 that I was using, and recently upgraded that to a 1070 Ti card. Pretty much doubled my graphics performance, moving from the 960 to the 1070 Ti. But either were more than capable of playing and sustaining a decent stream. There we go. Yeah, the 1060 Ti should definitely be able to keep up. I assume in OBS you have it doing the graphics card acceleration. Hey Anthony. Yeah, Genetic, you had quite the upgrade. You went from like a 700 series to a 900. I'm doing pretty good. Just back here on Valley of the Old Farm, I saw server time showed that we were going to be starting the stream around 7 p.m. or so. And I figured we would have some daylight to get some seating in. And the temperatures, according to the server page, we were at 7 degrees, which is perfect for sunflowers. When I got in the game, we were at 6. Must be at 6 point something. And the web page information was rounding up, and Seasons is rounding down. We'll be good. We'll definitely be over the minimum temperature by the time the season's over. I don't know what the I don't know the Elgato. Is that an external encoder? Maybe you were maybe it was just trying to push it out too many frames, or too high of bandwidth. I mean, I've got OBS set right now, sending 30 frames, and at 5 megabit transfer. And OBS says I'm using 2.6% of the CPU. It's because the graphics card is doing the bulk of the encoding. Hitting the wrong keys. Hey Darren, what's up? Good seeing you again. Yeah, now, you know, doing 60 frames, some folks will say that they can see the difference. Other folks will say they don't see the difference on a stream or a recording at 60 versus 30. But that can definitely, if you drop down to 30, that'll definitely lighten the load. And for me, I don't really see much benefit in transmitting above 5 megabit, because YouTube is going to re-encode it once they get it. So, you know, if you send it a 10 meg file or a 15 megabit file, YouTube's just going to grab it and downcode it to whatever they do. So for me, that idea is kind of just some wasted bandwidth. I'm gonna head back here and show you guys Aiden's farm. So if it's recording fine and it's streaming bad, then I would say that it's probably on your transfer, and maybe just drop the transfer speed down a little bit and see how that goes. You can have really fast up and not so great down. I mean, really fast down and not so great up. Before we did our upgrade, I had basically was like 6 megabit up was the max I could do. And if the kids were watching something on the internet or anything like that, then it really got laggy, and it would, I mean, multiplayer would really lag out. Sometimes the bandwidth would drop out and everything. So I upgraded to a package that got me 25 megabit up, and I still set the stream to 5, and I've got plenty of headroom. Continue on. This takes me into. I'm sure there's another way in, other than this way. But, here's Aiden's place. He's not on the map too much. Most of us have probably 7 to 12 fields. Aiden's got 3. He doesn't probably have a lot of stuff down here. This is his little area. Yep, he's basically got a planter, a plow, harvester, and a trailer. All right, rest up. All right, time to go back to our place. We didn't get near that much rain, but we had some rain this week too. Definitely enough to perk the grass back up, so now we're going to have to mow that. So here's my place. We're here at the hay buy point. And I think my spot's pretty stock. I don't think it's really been tweaked much. Couple sheds. Shed there to the left. Here to the right. A silo in. Got my house. It's my place. Not a lot going on. Let's back this in here and see if we can't tweak it. Allow fertilizing now. Back far. Customize. One. Okay. They all have too much respect for the yoke. That's the deal. Thanks. I didn't have much to do with it. I think it came this way. But I like it. It serves me well. 4-meter culti plow here. Got a cultivator. Fertilized spreader. The harvester I just picked up the last stream. Bag of seed left. We got our bag lifter, front loader arms for our tractor. Of course, our tractor and our seeder, planter. And our silo. It's our area. So last year we had sunflowers in those two fields last year. I want to rotate these around. We had corn in this field, I think. We're going to put sunflowers in this field and in field 40. And then we're going to put corn in 41 and 43 and 86. Probably put sunflowers in those little fields too. Seed not going down at all. It's going down. It's just going down really, really slow. It's check. Stages. That one was 3 stages. Doing its job. I just was expecting it to be used a bit quicker because of the size of the seed. But I'm fine with it. It's less seed I'll have to buy. I'm going to go ahead and put sunflowers in this one too. Might as well just go ahead and come across. Just doing that to be spiteful. Aren't you, Darren? Oh. Trying to read the message. Got hung out in a tree. Use the hand axe mod. That be tasteful enough? No, Darren just wants you to cut down the one tree. The map namesake. Now, that map is pretty crazy. It's going to be quite the amount of work to get that one done. I haven't tried. I was on it for about 30-35 minutes checking it out. Checking out all the various areas. Didn't actually try any gameplay on it. Did go ahead and set up a save game for the video. Because I'm going to need to come in and basically Basically, I'm going to need to come in and in the map video, I'm going to have to buy a bunch of stuff. Demonstrate some things. And there's buyable areas on the map. I have to buy some, buy the facilities to show them off. That is awful. So we got Roy or James coming in. I suspect it's Roy because James. It would be awful late for James to be in. Whoa! Darn multiplayer chat and drive control. Got the sloppy steering all messed up. Thinking that we'll probably, thinking we might call the stream early tonight, just because it's dark, and I know you guys can't really see much other than the headlights on the tractor. I'll probably continue to get some sunflowers seeded in the ground, but it's not very useful for you guys to just hang out and watch me do this all in the dark. So, hey Gummy Bear, what's up? What server is that? This is a private multiplayer server. We're doing an economy-based gameplay on the Valley of the Old Farm. It's a fairly heavily edited version to provide farm areas for 6 or 7 different farmers, and we all have our own money. We all have our own equipment, and are all playing a little bit different game style. I'm focusing on sunflower and corn. Yeah, right, Rob. This job is going to be done a whole lot better with GPS. We won't be missing little bits here and there. Alright, I'll message you over on PCSG here in a little bit. I'm pretty sure I got enough points. Got two sets of files, one with a whole lot of points and one with a little less. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and call it a night stream just because it's dark and well, there isn't a lot to see. So until next time.